In this video, our stop motion Discord server will be recreating 3 Dragons Rising Season 2 trailers. The 3 trailers that we will be recreating are the Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 teaser, the Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 trailer, as well as the Elemental Mechs trailer from January. Now, before we actually go into the Dragons Rising Season 2 trailers that we created, I first want to show you guys some of the projects, builds, and minifigures that were made to make this trailer, and some of the other behind the scenes content that might actually help you guys make some really cool things too. But before we get into the BTS, I first want to show you guys the teaser for Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2. So what you guys just saw was the Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 teaser that we recreated. This was the one that dropped the day of Comic-Con. And now it is time to get into the behind the scenes. So on the teaser you just saw, I worked on the more Blender side of things. I made the Geo scene. So here is Geo and then here is the scene. Now mine is not all the best as I didn't go with anything too complex. I wanted to do something simple that would get the point across and look fine in the 1 second time frame. As for the Source Dragon scene, I actually decided to do this one on Blender too, despite literally having the Source Dragon. It was just easier to animate at a bigger scale in Blender, and I had a free red background in Blender. And for the scene with Zeatrix, I went ahead and used a rigged online model and made the scene this way because it was a little bit more accurate to the show. Here we have some test footage of one of our members animating with Garmadon. Some very interesting test footage indeed, but then we also do have a scene with Detective Zane, another practice animation. Another one of our members started practicing animating with a custom Lego stand, and this is actually what I do to hold my phone when I animate too. And we also have a background of Arin talking to Roz in a Hogwarts type set repurposed to fit the dojos. Here we have another picture of some of the BTS of the Coal Mech, as well as the time where the ninjas were flying on dragons, this dragon being used as the substitution for Xanth. We also have some BTS pictures of the scene where the ninja went on the Arin buggy when the ninjas traveled to the Dragonstone Shrine and Temple City. We also have this really intuitive idea by one of our members, Rexter, who used a computer screen as well as a flashlight to create a really cool night sky. You will see how this turns out in the trailer. It is literally such a genius idea. We have some scenes of Roby's commentating, and another member, Rock Bricks, using a Lego brick stand to film some of his scenes. Here we have another really cool scene from one of our Blender artists, Mika, who worked on the scene where Zane was doing the Rising Dragon Strike. Here we have a shot of a stop motion sequence, and we also have a scene of prepping the Ultra Combo car. And we also have a cool behind the scenes video from one of our members.
I have a desk lamp for brightness and LEDs for coloured light. I made this set which I used for Sora running through fire and for Geo versus size element. It has a tournament building and some platforms for Sora to hop across, which can detach from the rest of the structure. The main bridge segment, however, was built on an angle using a snot brick and an angled brick. I made Sora this scene accurate staff and prepped all the minifigs I'd need for each scene.
And that is Bamboo Snail's recap of some of the cool things he did to create some cool visuals in his trailer part. Moving on to the final recreated trailer.
I come here in need of your aid. The matriarch of the mountain's very life was extinguished.
I promise you, we will find who did this to your matriarch.
You will enter the tournament of the sources and stop them. Hello? We are here for the tournament!
Behold! The City of Temples! No big deal, but this is kind of my event now. And it's a big deal. When someone loses a match, they give their power to the winner, who then has both powers. Elemental Masters! Are you ready to battle? To entertain? To win?
I don't know what any of that means, but we should be going.
more clearly.
So I hope you guys really enjoyed that trailer. Our server actually put a lot of work into this, so if you guys like it, please go ahead and check out the guys who worked on this in the description below. And in the top left corner of the trailer, you can actually see their names are pasted right there. So if you guys want to search a specific person up, go ahead, check them out, leave them a sub, or go check out some of their content. And so while we're on the topic of our server, I'm going to be showing you guys the ad for the server because I think that best represents what our server does. This is just a community server where you can learn and teach people different things and grow as a stop motion community. If you like to do stop motion animation or like to voice act, we have the perfect Discord server for you. Not only does everyone give each other a bunch of animation tips and mecha bricks tips, we also post these cool collabs that you might have seen. So make sure to hit that link in the description to join our community. And so now that we are done with the Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 2 stuff, we are going to be moving on to the Dragons Rising Season 2 Part 1 Elemental Mechs trailer. Starting off with the minifigures. The main characters in the series are Kai, the Elemental Master of Fire, Sora, the Elemental Master of Tech, Arin, and Cole, the Elemental Master of Earth. Since Kai and Cole have new suits, I decided to go get the new sets, that being Kai's Elemental Fire mech for Kai and Cole's Elemental Earth mech for Cole. The next minifigure we had to make was a Sora minifigure, which was pretty easy because I got one in the Ninjago City Markets, the actual Sora mech set, as well as the Egalt the Master Dragon set. However, this Sora minifigure is not accurate since it has shoulder plating like the other ninja. So I got my trusty navy blue Play-Doh and then molded this for our Sora minifigure. This is supposed to be more accurate to what we see in the actual show, and you can equip this minifigure with a mini mask Lego piece. I just don't happen to have the proper navy blue color. Now the last main character we have to build would be Arin. Now if you take his hat off and put on his hair, it is definitely not accurate to the show. So I 3D printed this Lego piece to put on him. We can also include Riyu since he has appeared alongside the other 4 ninja. Next up is building the actual mechs in the series. I already have Kai and Cole's because I got the Lego sets, but I don't have Sora's. So to create Sora's mech, I decided to start off by taking parts from the original Sora's mech from last wave since I already had that. I can use a lot of parts along with this white Zane thingy I found. So I made a base for this mech using random parts I found. It has all these different pieces to it and that one place at the bottom to connect the legs. As for the legs, I decided to go ahead and take off the wheels because it looks really weird with them. But once I put in the main torso, this looked really small. So instead I went for a bigger torso using some other curved pieces. And I think this really works out when you compare it to the hand sizes, and then once you put it on, it looks fine. Now another thing we're missing is the plate in the middle, so I took it from Jay's mech since it comes with one, and then I just went ahead and put it on the Sora mech. Done with the mechs. Oh, and make sure to hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, Brick Hyperiator Man will come and break all your Lego sets. But actually, we're trying to get to 10k, so make sure to hit that subscribe button. The next thing on our list of things to do is build lava tides. So to build the lava tides, I started off with this slope piece and then put on this other slope piece on top of it. Then I put on these clip pieces. One of them broke while doing this sadly. And then I put on this other clip piece for the legs and another plate. And then after that, there is this spot at the very front and I put tape on it. You can't really see it well, but that's why it looks really bad. And then I just drew little faces on them. After that, I actually have to build the market, like the area where everything takes place. So I got this food stand from the Ninjago City Markets, and then I also got this other sushi shop from the Ninjago City Markets, along with another dragon market area from the Ninjago City Markets. After that, I had some extra space, so I decided to make this ice cream shop because of all the white. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I just got a bunch of random accessories and put it in the area. Then I got the Sora mech because I'm going to be recreating a scene here with the lava tides. But before I recreated any scenes, I want to take some time to try out a stop motion because I haven't animated in 6 months and I need practice. And the animation I made for the collab looks like this. Anyway, it's about time I actually show you that trailer, so here it is.
The shipment of dangerous items was sent to Ninjago.
Even Chrono Steel.
Nothing here could harm anyone. You were saying?
A mech from Chrono Steel? It can channel my elemental powers! Did we switch parts? Whoa! Now I know what it feels like to be you! Stop copying me! We gotta stop him before someone gets hurt!
Here, take my legs. What are those things?
Not you, mechanic! And them!
We're the only ones who can stop it.
Ninjago! The shipment of dangerous items was sent to Ninjago. Even Chrono Steel.
Nothing here could harm anyone. You were saying?
A mech from Chrono Steel? It can channel my elemental powers! Did we switch parts? Whoa! Now I know what it feels like to be you! Stop copying me! We gotta stop him before someone gets hurt!
Here, take my legs.